Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to be scrapbooking a picture of me when I used to work in the design field, which seems like a whole lifetime ago. And I used to work at Ethan Allen, and these are pictures. This was taken at my desk, and looks like I had these things that I was probably taking to a client's house here, and I don't know if anything else there. Sometimes I have stuff sitting around my desk that I was going to take to somebody's house. And then we had done a vignette. We each did one someplace in the gallery, and then people could vote on what their favorite one was. And mine won first place. So my friend took a picture of me sitting on the chair that was in the vignette. And this was the Country French collection, and that's where I'm sitting in that area too. And then I have these two pictures also, but this one was super blurry. This one looks pretty good, but it's pretty much the same picture as the one I'm in, and I figure I might as well use the one that I'm in. And so I'm using one of the kits that I made, the Jen Hadfield collection. And so these were all in the kit, and I'll show you the stuff I didn't use when I'm all done. And then I actually pulled in this piece of, it's actually a paper studio, and I pulled this in because it looks very close to the Country French collection that I used in my vignette, and actually in the area where I sat my desk. Or my desk was. And my desk was the Country French collection also. So this is a piece I cut off of maybe this, I think. And then this, so that was the header, or what are they called? Branding strip. And then this was a piece that I cut off of the actual paper so that it could show my Country French wood. So I am going to actually use this also, and I've already glued these down. Oh, and this is just cut 3/8 of an inch smaller on two sides. This is a 5 by 12, and this I cut into an 8.5 by 11 because I wanted it to look like, you know, I was sitting there doing paperwork. I mean, who knows what I was doing? Maybe paperwork, because I did a lot of window treatments, and there was a lot of paperwork for that. But it was easier, you know, having all the measurements and everything, so I guess it really wasn't that bad once you got down the formula for doing it. Oh, and I'm going to have to stand up, and hopefully I won't have to get my head in the camera. Okay. Oh, it's actually, well, pretty straight. I've still got a little more towards the bottom than the top. Can I pull it up? Can I get it straight again? Let's see if just smoothing it out makes it straight. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. And then I'm going to put this in there too. I mean, sometimes I cut them off and think, oh, that's so pretty. Sometimes I save them. And this time I thought, I think I'm just going to use them. See how many layers I can get on this. Whenever I use one of the kits I made up, it's my goal is to use as much of it as I can. Because that way I feel like I did well when I made it. And also to not use anything else except for when I got all done, I thought, oh, I think I want to mat that, and I was going to mat it with the other paper that I have in this collection, because I do have one more. And then I thought, no, it has to be the Country French. So there you have it. I have to have my Country French in here. And I just want to a little tape right there so I can get it to stick down. Okay. And so I'm just using these two pictures. I thought about using the other one, and I thought, oh, it'd just be cramming it in to use it, so I thought I'm just not gonna. And so I'm gonna put this, I think right about there and right about here. And I'm gonna use a doily because really everything I put in this kit is so me, or the things I'm using are so me. And so that's how I figured, that's why I kind of figured when I started doing this, I thought, oh my gosh, I really love that kit. And I thought, oh, it'd be really cute to do an office picture, but I never even thought about what office picture I could use because I thought, I thought I would just have to take a picture at my desk because I didn't really think that I didn't realize I actually had an office picture until I was looking through some pictures today and found it. So I am going to use it. Oops, I want that over a little bit, and can I still pull it up? I'm always trying to pull up something that's so thin. But I want this over here a little bit more, and not quite to the edge, but maybe with the center on that black strip. Is that where I had it before? No. Okay. Okay, so that's there. And I was gonna trim this off because it's like I'm in one room and it's set up like a living room. There might have also been like a dining area because they were sectioned off in rooms. And then right here was, you went into another room where they had other furniture. So each room would have maybe been a different design. Where this, I was in the country French room. I don't remember what was in the other room. This looks like a dining room set of maybe the Georgian cherry collection. And so I was gonna cut that off, and I thought, no, I kind of like seeing it, except for I'm gonna kind of cover up part of it, but I thought at least that way I kind of remember how it all went together. And I really enjoyed my time there. It's fun working on people's houses and spending their money. And so it's like you got to keep doing interior design, but not just for yourself. So it's like, I don't know, it's like if you enjoy it, it's something that it's, really fun to do. I really loved it. And I loved, getting to help people get the house that they wanted. I know I had one client, I think she was my first real client. It was so funny because she goes, I painted the bathroom, or maybe she wallpapered it. She painted or wallpapered the bathroom, and she said, and my husband told me I needed professional help. I thought it sounded so funny. It sounded like she needed a psychiatrist, but he meant she needed an interior designer. And she was my very first client. I loved her. She's awesome. She was so funny. And then it's like once you do something for somebody and they love it, it's like they really trust you too. And I remember one day I was at her house and she's like, oh, I think they were painting the bathroom. It was probably that bathroom that her husband said she needed professional help, probably that same bathroom. And she goes, I've had a headache ever since they started painting that bathroom. And I'm thinking it might have been psychological now that I think about it, because that was the bathroom. I'm sure that was the bathroom. And because I think that was the day that she told me. And anyhow, I said, I think this is like when ibuprofen first came out, and I said, oh, ibuprofen works pretty good. And so she goes, it does? She goes, I don't have that. And so I said, oh, I have some. And she took it, and a little while later I said, so how are you feeling? She goes, fine, why? And I said, well, you were telling me you had a horrible headache. She goes, oh, that's right. She goes, I don't anymore. So see, they even trust you and take something that they've never taken before. So it was really sweet. Okay, so I'm overlapping these because I didn't really want them like they were. But I wanted to put something here. I also have washi tape from this collection. And wow, that looks like a whole nother color than when I pulled it out of my drawer in the art room. But thinking about, do I want to use this? Because that way I could bring in a little bit of black again. This is the one I have over here marking my desk, which I know you can't even see it today. But I like this little design, and it's small. So I think I'm just going to put a little bit here, just like it's holding down these tags. And I've got like a lot of little bits and pieces that I'm putting on this, and so that's why I started things ahead, so that you wouldn't have to you know, sit through all that. Okay, I am gonna put a little bit of glue behind here because I am going to not run out of glue before I'm done. Because I'm going to put a punch label that I had made before and put into the kit the day that I was doing the kits. And I really love having something to, it's like, all right, I already have something that I can work on if I want to. I just gotta wonder what I'm putting on it, you know? It's like, that's sometimes like, oh yes, I love that kit. What's it gonna be used for? Which was this kit. And so when I found these pictures, I thought, oh my gosh, I'm gonna go get that kit. Because I really wanted to use that for this. For an office picture. I didn't even think about having these pictures. So it was kind of like a pleasant surprise that I had them. Did I get underneath here? I think I did. Okay. Because I'm going to be doing some layering. And so this is going to be a whole lot of layering. These are going to stick up a little bit, but I kind of stick down as much as I can. And see, now I'm going to glue right over that room. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. I might as well go stick a little bit right here again, because that's gonna, it's not gonna be in my way, but it's really annoying me. Okay, and then the rest of it I always do once I'm done with the camera, so you don't have to sit through it all. And I did tell you the measurements of everything. Yep. Okay, so because I was just telling my husband, I said, oh, this will be kind of fun doing this, because I bet you the grandkids don't even know that I was an interior designer, because it's been a long time since I worked in the field. And he goes, you're right, they probably don't. So I'm gonna call it interior designer, and that's it. And so, and I love these letters. These were in the kit, these I pulled out. So I'm going to I'd be able to line those up right on there, so that should work out good. So I'm just going to start right in. I think that's my spot, isn't it? No, have to be over a little bit more. I'm going to put some tabs here, probably 2 overlapping. So I am going to push it down to this one side, and probably up a little bit more, probably to there, because of that G. Okay. And I thought this is perfect letters, because if you see my writing, the reason how come I don't really like to write is because sometimes I'm writing one way, kind of paying attention, and then it's like pretty soon it's like my handwriting's doing something else, and you know, it's so funny because it's like I can have really good handwriting, but I really gotta concentrate on it that I'm not just don't go from one handwriting to another. So I thought this is perfect. It's like one E is one way, one E is another way. I thought this is me. It's kind of fun doing one that I think, oh my gosh, this is totally me. And I love the title, or I love the letters and the different fonts and stuff to make it. So I barely made it on there. Let's see, can I squish things over just a hair? You know, squish. I'm sure it's perfect terminology for for scrapbooking and sliding letters over. And I'm not sure what letters, I think my friend got me these letters, and I think I do have them. Okay, they are thickers from American Craft, and they're called Aster, Magnolia, or Margarita. Margarita, is that their color? It doesn't look like any margarita I've ever seen. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I want that a little more tilted. That's the problem with doing it from the side when they're not straight up and down letters. I think I can still push this eye over a little bit more. So today is actually Thanksgiving. So this will be on Saturday because I have a Friday one that we're celebrating Ginger Bush's 2,000 subscribers, and so it's like we are not going anyplace today and nobody's coming over, but we're having Thanksgiving tomorrow. And then this weekend, we're gonna go to, well, Sunday, I'm going to my granddaughter's, I was slurring letters together. We're going up north to see my granddaughter in a dance that they're doing at the Festival of Trees. And so it's like I kind of feel good staying home, but even though it's like I need to be really busy because as soon as I'm done here I need to clean bathrooms and stuff. So it makes me glad I don't have 3 now. 2 is enough. But and then we just had lunch, and my husband, I had made scalloped potatoes the other day because I had got a uncured ham. I have problems with the curing, so I have to have uncured. Kind of scratching these letters, I think, or maybe they kind of just are like that. I don't know. They kind of get like that. Let's see if I can get that just lay down. So I made scalloped potatoes. We ate some for lunch. I said, oh my gosh. I said, let this be a lesson to me for tomorrow. I said, I feel miserable. I didn't even think I ate that much. Sure seemed like it. Okay. And let me see if I can get those to kind of lay down. Oh yeah, they look better once they're laying down. Okay. So, interior designer, I love that. Because I usually get my page all laid out and go, oh, what am I going to call that? Well, and this was no different. So I did the same thing. This one, this was in the kit I made, and it says Create Beauty. And it's just a little clear sticker, and I can't even remember what kit it was from, but it was one of those things that everything that I put in my kit were things that it's like I would just forget that I had them and didn't use them. So it's quite exciting getting to use stuff that it's like I otherwise just ignored. So I'm going to put that there, and I put the sticker all to one side because I'm going to put a butterfly on that other side. And I put that create right at the top as far as I could. Well, I could have cut off the plastic. I guess it's holding it there. And then I'm going to stick the butterfly on this other side. And you know, I always bend them, and I did not put any dimensionals underneath them. But where are they? Because I do want to. And I brought out my little scissors just for such an occasion. I like it when I remember to do this ahead, so I'm not making you sit through the boring stuff. Now if I get the back off there. And so, so I went to school to be an interior designer after we moved to Fort Wayne, Indiana, when my ex-husband now moved with General Motors. And before that I worked in a bakery. So it's like I feel like I've lived all these lives just with my jobs, just different jobs. Okay, I have this other one. I haven't decided if I'm going to use it. I have this book plate, and I was thinking about putting that on there. I would like to use it someplace, and I don't know if I'm using that. So I'm just going to leave that there for now because I haven't really committed to it. And now I'm going to work on this little spot because I don't want that there. So, but I got these little houses, and I thought they are perfect for interior design. Now, keep into consideration, I had no idea what I was going to do with this, but in the Jen Hadfield collection, they had these little houses. So it's like, how perfect is that? And so this one I actually cut out of a card, and the card, oh, I must have been on here for a long time, otherwise my battery is getting low. It says growth is growth no matter how small. So I cut this out of there, and now I'm gonna add this one like it's just kind of overlapping or like in front of it. And then I have this little window, and I think I already said I did lots of window treatments. And what side do I want? I think this side. Glue on. So I've done lots of window treatments, so this is perfect. All these things that I'm putting on here reminds me of my job. And you know, since this is, I did it again. Oh my gosh, I can't even believe it. Now I don't have another one of these, so I'm gonna go grab something and see if I can wipe that off. I'm back. I took a little bit of dish soap mixed with water that I just have on my counter, and it pretty much cleaned it up. I'm amazed. I'm gonna have to have film put on all my photos. Does anybody else do stuff like this? I think I've done it so many times. Okay, now where was I? I put these on. Okay, I gotta figure out what's next. Okay, I have a little heart that I'm gonna put on here. You know, I'm trying to use as much of my little stuff as I can and put it where it goes instead of and just let it fall on something. Okay, I've got a little pink heart. Okay, and I have a little puffy camera, and it's also pink. And you always took lots of pictures. In fact, I have, well, even from school, I have pictures from different places in Fort Wayne that we had to draw when I was in architecture class. And I keep wondering what to do with those, because it's like I love architecture. I love the pictures that I had to draw of them. And, oh, that doesn't even feel like it stayed down good. I love drawing the pictures of them. I loved photographing. And there's a lot of neat architecture. Well, there's a lot of neat architecture everywhere you go. So, I mean, not just Fort Wayne, but I always really love architecture. So I always kind of wonder what to do with those. I don't know if anybody else is, you know, taking a lot of photos and then drawing them. It's like I'm thinking, what do I do with them? I mean, they're really just sitting around. I don't have any idea what to do with them. Okay, here's a sticker that says nothing but blue skies. And I told you how me and my husband, I always sing that when we're like driving when we have blue skies and stuff. So I'm putting that on here because that's totally me. So that's just another one of those things that's totally me, and that's why I thought, oh, this will be fun. I think it would be a nice challenge to, I mean, just do. I mean, the last video I did, it was, well, the one before my last one, it was me and my husband, and it's like, it's kind of nice to do one of yourself every now and then, and because it's like, if you don't, who is gonna, you know, at this point, I mean, it's like, I would like to get to my ancestors one day, but, you know, I have all these kids to scrapbook, which I think is, you know, really fun, but every now and then you gotta just scrapbook yourself, I think. I was gonna put this down here, but I think I'm gonna have to put it up here, because otherwise I think everything is gonna be right in the way. Okay, because this is up a little bit, and I'll probably just put a dimensional underneath there. In fact, I think I'll just do it now, because I like a little bit of dimension anyway. Actually, I would like more than what I usually put on them, but this is a good start. And then I have an old button, and I have a button collection. I made jewelry out of buttons, so that's totally me. And this is a mother of pearl button, so I love getting to use that. And I think I'm gonna just overlap the tag and put it on, so it's kind of just tucked there. Okay, did I put everything from there? Oh, and I already had ribbon put in here before time, because, you know, it's like everything takes time. Okay, and now I'm gonna work on this little spot down here. And I have a couple of punches that are leaves. And these ones I punched out of some beautiful Prima paper that the paper looks all chalky, but it has like little gold stuff in it. And I really think it looks pretty, so I'm going to use that. And which way? I think I'm going to put this one here. And then I'm going to use a pink. So lots of times I work in a diagonal or a triangle. I think I just got lots of clusters this time. I thought, oh, I want to put something there. Okay, and now I've got a piece of wood, so I'll glue it back here so I'm not close to my picture. Let's see if I can get it there without gluing it to my picture. Okay, and I'm putting it right at the bottom here. And I have a little puffy heart that I'm going to stick right in the middle. I have lots of pictures of clients' houses like before and after too, and it's like, what do you do with these things? I just don't even know. Okay, so so this is a pencil, a pen, and a fountain pen. And then I'm gonna go, well, I lost my photo. I've got this floral that looks like it's washi taped down, and I'm just gonna tuck that in here. And then I've got another wooden piece because I tried to get in 3. Even though this cluster kind of, actually both of them kind of go like that. But it's like, you know how I said I wanted to try to use up everything I can, and I think this is so much a story of me. Putting all these things on here is fitting. Okay, and I'm going to be very careful going past my photo, and I'm going to kind of center it over the photo. Okay, and then I have a gold heart, and I'm gonna just stick that right up here between my little wood piece and the butterfly that's to the left, to the right. And then I have another butterfly, so I put 3 butterflies in this plus a punched out one, but I'm not going to use the punched out one. And I'm just going to use these ones that were, there was a whole sheet of them in the Jen Hadfield collection. And I gotta say, I wish that more of them would just do a whole sheet of butterflies because they're so easy to tuck in. And I like them better than stickers because that way you get to make them dimensional. Or, you know, if there was a lot in, oh, actually I was gonna put that underneath there, but I guess I won't be using that. Okay, so I also have this, and I thought about putting it down here, but then I found this: smile often, think positively, give thanks, laugh loudly, love others, dream big, and until Skylar was born, I was loudest. She's not even my biological granddaughter, but I said she's so loud, just like me. So I said, oh, she inherited that from me. So I'm gonna stick that right up here at the top of this picture. Let's see, yeah, I'm not covering up anything. Actually, there's kind of a smudge here. I can't tell if it's on the wall there. I think it's on the picture. So this way I'm covering up most of it, so that'll be good. And I got it kind of cockeyed, but oh well, it's done now. Okay, today's one of those days. Okay, now what have I missed? Oh, and I forgot. I was gonna put this down here, so I'm not using this, I'm not using this, I'm not using these 3 things. And, because I think I have everything on here that I'm gonna put on here. I'm gonna put a little glue here. Okay, do I want any enamel dots on here? I think if I do, I would use white. Maybe I'll skip those. Okay, so let me show you what I didn't use. Okay, first of all, this paper that looks like, you know, a grid. This piece that looks like washi. The ampersand. That little piece that I cut the house off of. I thought about using this one, but when I put it on there, it was just too contemporary. It says, be the one and only you. And then these ones here that are like positive affirmations. Stay positive. I'm usually a pretty positive thing. Good things are coming. Blessed. I could use that, but it's looked too contemporary. And since my thing is more like my style, and I thought about using this just because the color worked well, but even when I cut it down, it just wasn't right. And everything you go through grows you. Keep learning, keep growing. And I'm thinking, I'm 65. I'll just pass on that. So those cards, these little pink things, I used some of my letters, so I'm happy that I did that. And then these were the other letters that were in the pack, but I didn't use any of those. So those are the things that I didn't use. And I only added the ribbon and then this wood. So everything else is from the kit. I love it. It was fun to do a layout of like my past that maybe if I didn't do it, maybe my kids wouldn't even know, or my grandkids wouldn't even know that I was an interior designer. Do I want to stick this someplace? This is just one of those things I kind of was trying to get, just as memories. It's a puffy. I do like puffies. Could I put it? No, I think I'm gonna forgo it. So, and that, I didn't use that. But I love it, it was fun. And so, I'll see you tomorrow. Unless I just can't get a layout done, but I will try. I did miss Thanksgiving Day. So, thank you for watching, have a wonderful day. I'll have close-ups at the end. Bye-bye.